What's up guys, Schmitty here, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be attempting again to do the video that I was trying to do a couple days ago. If you guys missed it, it ended up turning into a Rage Taj. Make sure you guys go check that out if you did miss it. But today, I want to talk to you guys about the one community event that Call of Duty has to bring back because it was so monumental, so successful. It was by far one of the best, if not the best event that Call of Duty has ever done. And I'm here on Infinite Warfare today because, well, you know, tried to do Modern Warfare Remastered the last time, and that went awful. So getting back to this community event, of course you guys probably remember it from, I believe it was about exactly a year ago now, was this event. That event, of course, being the Days of Summer event. As you guys can see on screen, on my R3K here, I have the firework camo from that event last year. Did he shoot my body? What the hell was he doing? That's who I died to? Woo, baby! But I wanted to do this on Modern Warfare Remastered because I feel like the event was a little more prominent in that game, and the things that they did for the Days of Summer event kind of stood out more in that game. They just had a lot bigger things go down. Things such as Prop Hunt, things such as, you know, its own special map with Beach Bog 24/7. I just think as far as Days of Summer go, that game had the most to offer, and it was the most fun for the event. It is not fair. This is not fair what I'm doing to these poor kids. I mean, this game was kind of close. It had used the, I think it was the DLC 2 map, Turista. That was a really beautiful map. I don't think it necessarily played the best, but it was a cool looking map nonetheless. And they kind of made that map free for everybody throughout the entire event, which was really cool. But one of the things that I absolutely loved about the event last year was that last year was a year in which I didn't really enjoy Call of Duty that much. Kind of like this year in a way, but a little more so. I just really never from the start got into either Infinite Warfare or Modern Warfare Remastered, which was a little strange, you know, being a big COD fan. Because you would think, you know, between whether you like an advanced movement game more, or whether you like a boots on the ground game more, you would find you'd be able to pick one of those and, you know, find a happy choice that you like to play. But I wasn't really feeling the whole future thing coming off of Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare. I just was kind of done with it. I kind of wanted to go back to something different, at least switch things up for a year or so. And then Modern Warfare Remastered is just, it's not a good COD. Just to put that as bluntly as possible, COD 4 is not a game that resides well in this day and age. It's not a thing that would work well. And it's something that I've been talking about if they were to do like a MW2 remaster. A lot of the broken things in that game and the way they designed that game just wouldn't work in today's day and age 10 years later. I mean, of course, it's still a great game and a lot of things would still do just fine. It's just, there are a lot of things in the game and a lot of things that we saw in COD 4 that, you know, were exemplified in Modern Warfare Remastered that just don't work in today's day and age. Aesthetically, it looked great. It was an awesome feeling to kind of have a modern Call of Duty that, like, looked next gen, like it was the Modern Warfare series in fresh new graphics, which looked great. But the game just didn't play all that well. But what I'm getting at here is, like, the whole thing with Days of Summer, with that coming around and in that event being brought into Call of Duty, was like one of the only times I really at all enjoyed Call of Duty last year. By the way, this is the other camo I got in Days of Summer last year on IW. The Lagoon camo. A little bit hard to see here on Noir, but pretty nice camo. But when this event was brought to all the Call of Duties, and of course it was with Black Ops 3 as well, but they didn't do anything with Black Ops 3 that was noteworthy. I think they just like made certain game modes special, did like a double crypto key, double XP type of thing. They didn't do anything really that exciting, but a little bit with IW, and especially with Modern Warfare Remastered, they did a lot of really cool things with the game to just make it a lot of fun and give you a reason to play besides just trying to play the game. It was just an event that I really got into, and was just, it took, like I said, Call of Duty that I wasn't really enjoying and just made it a lot of fun. And I would love to see that same thing come back this year. Now, I don't know if they would do it for like these 3 CODs again and then like include World War II, or if they would only do it with World War II or like World War II and BO3, since those are kind of the 2 most played CODs right now. I really don't know how they would do it. My preferred option would be like all 4 of those Call of Duties, because with World War II, I don't find the game that fun, at least maybe just trying to just go out and play it and enjoy it for what it is. And I know they've done a lot of community events this year to spice up the game, but I haven't really gotten into many of them. Since they did like the first Winter Siege one, I haven't really gotten into any of them. And I don't know why. I guess it just kind of boils down to I just don't find the game that fun. But maybe Days of Summer could kind of have that effect that it did last year, to where it took the games that I didn't find that fun and just make them a blast to play. I feel like it's easily something they could bring back because it's Days of Summer, right? It's not something that's like specifically tied to a game, to where like you see like the Resistance event tied in with or the War Machine event, or you see like some of the specific events for World War II that are for that game. They're not meant to be for other games. But for sure, I think Days of Summer could come back, and we saw events from last year come back already. We saw Winter Siege come back, which I don't remember right off the top of my head if it was called Winter Siege from last year, but I know we had Operation Shamrock and Awe that we had this year that was 100% from last year. With all that being said, like, I could definitely see them bringing it back this year. The only thing that I would think would keep it from happening would be the fact that the DLC 3 just launched on PS4 for World War II, and they typically do their specific events for that. Now, they could just push Days of Summer back a little bit, like run the event for like the first few weeks here in July, and then toward the end of July and into August do Days of Summer. That could 100% happen. I really just hope they bring it back. I would even honestly get on some of the other games to play it. Like if they brought back all the Beach Bog stuff on MWR and kind of opened up some of the old challenges and events and stuff from that game, that would honestly probably get me to play it. I would hope that they would do a little more Black Ops 3 this time around. Still kind of hoping on the fact that they bring those back in black maps to everybody, not just, you know, those very specific few limited people. But anyway, I just want to see this event return. It just added a lot of content to the game, and it made it so that no matter really what Call of Duty you were enjoying, like there was something for you. Since the community was so split last year, it kind of, in a sense, brought us together because we were all able to get on for the same event, but we didn't have to necessarily play the same game. I always love this map right here, this DLC mini golf course. I love this map. This is so cool. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below on Days of Summer. Did you ever get into it last year? Do you want it back this year? And what game would you most look forward to having stuff brought back to it for? I'd like to see how they could do it with World War II to, I don't know, just see what kind of cool things they could put in the game to make it a little more interesting. And I'd love to tell you MWR, just because of how much fun I had with Days of Summer last year on it. But the last experience I just had on that game a couple days ago when I played it, I don't know how much I'm looking forward to that game. Honestly, the event in general, whatever they do for whatever specific games, I would be interested for the event. I just haven't been that much into Call of Duty this year. Obviously, I've covered a lot of the content and played a lot of it on the channel, and for sure I'm looking forward to Black Ops 4. But as I've told you guys a bunch of times, outside of here on the videos and stuff, I don't play a lot of Call of Duty, if really any at all. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna wrap it up here for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts about Days of Summer down below in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smack the Schmidt, add that like button down below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down below for more Call of Duty content and other games here and there. Hope you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.